So students have a hard time pursuing a side hustle because you might be very busy with schoolwork, right? Like you gotta attend to studies, and also you might have limited skills to deploy towards your side hustle. So it's harder, for instance, to go out the gate and pursue the information product model. That's part of the product based side hustle model that I teach, where you have three options where you can build either a software as a service, or you can build an information product, or you can build an e-commerce store selling physical products, and that's your type of product. So software as a service as a student is gonna be a little bit hard because maybe you don't have software development background, or you don't have the specific industry experience to really craft a good software product. By the same token, trying to do an information product can be harder for students because you might feel like your market necessarily won't look up to you to be the expert in whatever it is, whether you are trying to sell something like relationship advice or executive coaching or things like that, where the market might say like, wow, this guy is a teen and he doesn't nearly know a lot about this particular topic that he's trying to create a course about. So you could pursue those types of product side hustles, but the best product side hustle when you are still a student in school is actually the third type of product, which is to sell an e-commerce store product. So this can be literally any kind of product that you happen to have a lot of knowledge about, and ideally something that you yourself use. So for example, let's say that you are a sports player. You like to play, let's say that you like to play soccer in your on the weekend. That's your sport. You've been watching what's the guy's name? You've been watching Cristiano Ronaldo and the other guy, Messi. You've been watching Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi since you were a kid. Like that's your thing. You're all about La Liga and soccer and all these great soccer players like Ronaldo Fenomeno and Ronaldinho. That's your thing. And you happen to play soccer actively every weekend. That's the ideal type of situation for selling an e-commerce product for soccer fans. So your product could be something like your store is selling soccer balls, so you can sell like FIFA standard soccer balls in your store. There's a lot of suppliers all around the world. You can find these soccer balls easy. There's a lot of suppliers supplying them at a low price, wholesale, and then you sell it at retail, and you make a good profit, and that's your profit, and that's how you grow your side hustle business. Now, in addition to soccer balls, you could also be selling soccer shoes, right? Like that's a pretty popular product. You pick out whichever type of shoe that you yourself have a lot of experience using, and like this is a very good shoe. Like the real soccer bros are gonna love this. So that's the kind of shoe you put in your store. Now, you don't have to start out with 30 different types of products. You start out with just one or two products. So that could be the soccer ball and the soccer shoe. Just one particular design of shoe. You don't have to start out with a whole bunch of a high number of products. Just two products is enough to get your store up and off the ground. Now, if you have some money to play with, you actually order a little bit of inventory and you put it in your store. But if you don't have a lot of cash to begin with, you can actually get started with zero cash by setting up your store as a drop shipping store, where you're gonna order the product from the manufacturer only when somebody buys through your online store. And there's software that automates this. There's software that does drop shipping for you. What this means is you don't have to buy any inventory, meaning for $0 you can set up your dropshipping store and get started selling your product. Now let's move forward to getting customers, which is the most important part. What you want to do is you want to go online and start building a personal brand around your passion for soccer or whatever it is that is the subject where you have a lot of passion and a lot of knowledge about the product. So you want to post on platforms like YouTube and especially TikTok and also Instagram. So you want to go on there daily, post a ton of videos and commentary, and post a ton of content around some of the players that you really like, or some of the people in the particular niche that you've selected as your product, and talk about like the big topics in the space. Like if you are doing a soccer store, you could be talking about the best teams in La Liga this season, or the strongest World Cup teams in the world right now. You could be talking about developments in the soccer world. So building a personal brand is how you're going to attract a ton of potential buyers of your products to come to your personal brand and to eventually go on to buy the products in your store. So this is literally how you do it. And if you need even more resources to help you with your soccer store or your personal brand and your product-based side hustle, then check out some of the free resources. The links will be in the description.